begins now. Good evening and thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Nancy Cox. Kevin Christopher is off tonight. We begin with an update on the breaking news we're following here in Lexington. One person has been shot downtown. Connor McHugh is live at 4th and Broadway with more about the investigation.
Police cleared up this scene about 45 minutes ago, but this intersection right here is where they say people from 2 different cars were firing shots at each other earlier this afternoon. It all happened at this intersection on the corner of 4th Street and Broadway. This is right by the Beck Center on Transylvania's campus. Now, police say in that exchange of gunfire, a bullet did hit a woman inside one of those cars, and that woman is currently at the hospital being treated for her injuries. Now, following that, police spent close to an hour investigating the scene, finding several shell casings in the road. The investigation did close down one lane on Broadway, which slowed down traffic for all of that time. Now, as for Transia, spokesperson for the university tells us everyone is okay, and this does not appear to involve anyone with the university. It also did not affect anything on campus, as everything continued as scheduled, including the NCAA tournament game for the women's team, which is going on right now. We are covering the news live in Lexington. Back to you.
A rather gloomy day out there. We have seen the clouds, fog, little light rain has been tossed in there, and it's been cold out there today. Temperatures have not gotten out of the 30s. Well, that's your kind of foggy look from downtown Lexington. That's your St. Joseph Health WeatherBug camera located at Lexington Center. And again, you can see the road's damp. It's gray. It's dreary out there. MaxTrack Live Doppler, we continue to see a little light rain. It's been drifting northward here. So we're seeing it now north of the Mountain Parkway, going up 460, I-64, just south of US 68 with most of that. Again, it's a little light rain. It's a sprinkle or drizzle mixed in there. You see it there on the future track out in eastern Kentucky, exiting off to the east. The clouds will hang tough then through the night tonight. Clouds will lower some. We have a little fog to contend with as we get you into the early part of the day tomorrow as well. Clouds will be around, but there might be a thin spot late morning, early afternoon, but don't expect to see much, as the overcast is then leading into what will be coming in for us on Sunday, which looks a whole lot more interesting. Middle upper 30s at the moment. It's still chilly. The one good thing about the cool air, it keeps severe weather away. But we'll eventually see that come as well. We'll talk about your weekend in a couple of minutes.
That is one good part of it. Thank you, Bill. And now the town of West Liberty hasn't been the same since a devastating EF3 tornado hit on March 2nd, 7 years ago. LEX 18's Michael Burke was in Morgan County today to check on the progress that's been made and the issues that still exist. It's our LEX 18 big story at 6.
Pastor Jamie Brunk remembers walking this aisle when it didn't look like this.
It was gone. It was gone. It was rubble.
And it took 3 years to rebuild. That's the kind of damage the 2012 EF3 tornado did to this small town of West Liberty. The mayor here tells me it cost him 30% of his population, and that 7 years later, it still occupies the minds of the 70% who remained.
I really truly believe that we experience a form of PTSD, and it's something that we can't control.
Just the slightest hint of dangerous weather puts everyone on high alert. It triggers fear, and it conjures images they'd all prefer to forget.
It just looked like a bomb had gone off in Main Street.
And then there's that church just down the road.
The steeple of our church, my church, the West Liberty United Methodist Church, laying in the middle of the street.
It was very stark for our people in particular. It was very upsetting for them, yes.
But they can take solace in what they've all accomplished since.
Not only this congregation, but the whole community. They have pulled together in many, many ways.
So many, in fact, it makes the mayor burst with civic pride.
If they haven't been here in 7 years, but they came to help, I'd love for them to come back and see what growth has been.
At the very least, come take a look at where that steeple sits now.
An image of what God has done to help rebuild.
Covering the news in Morgan County, Michael Burke, LEX 18 News.
In Laurel County, 6 people died when a tornado tore through East Bernstadt. LEX 18's Lee Searcy continues our team coverage by talking to a survivor who will never forget that terrifying time.
The wind chimes are quiet and still, a far cry from the violent night of March 2nd, 2012, when an EF2 tornado plowed through East Bernstadt, destroying practically everything in its path. Judy Bohinski remembers taking cover with her family as best they could.
Got in the hall and did a lot of praying. Just didn't last very long, of course, but was very, very loud.
Judy's home lost a roof. Her 2 neighbors around the corner lost their lives. Wayne and Debbie Allen's mobile home was blown right off its foundation. They died after being tossed over the ridge behind their home. Their son and his girlfriend at the time survived. It's an event Bohinski can never forget.
And the lights went off, the house shook, and we didn't know what would happen. But
Bohinski, like some of her other neighbors, decided they needed a place to run for cover. So soon after the tornado, many of them built thick concrete storm shelters.
we had a storm shelter put in. For peace of mind, we had it put close to the house so we didn't have far to go, you know, when, if anything was to happen again. And our prayer was that we would never, ever have to use it. And we have had to go in a few times, but nothing like that day.
Covering the news in Laurel County, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
Keep up with the latest forecast 24/7 on LEX18.com and get our interactive live radar right in the palm of your hand with the LEX18 Storm Tracker weather app. A day before a prayer vigil for a missing Madison County mom, the Richmond Police Department is putting out another call for help in finding her. 23-year-old Savannah Spurlock was last seen 8 weeks ago, today, January 4th, leaving the other bar on South Limestone in Lexington. Surveillance video captured her walking with 2 men who have since been identified and questioned but have not been charged. Police have searched a home in Garrett County where they believe she went after leaving the bar, but still no sign of her. Savannah has shoulder-length brown and blonde hair and several tattoos. She was last seen wearing a black sleeveless top and a maroon skirt with high heels. If you have any information, call Richmond Police. Meanwhile, that vigil we spoke of for Savannah will be tomorrow night at 7 at Eastside Community Church in Richmond. Everyone is invited to attend. A Franklin County man has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for the 2017 shooting death of 27-year-old DJ Bixler. LEX 18's Catherine Collins tells us the families of Bixler and Tabor are unhappy with the sentence.
It still doesn't make sense to DJ Bixler's family.
DJ never showed that he was upset. I've never seen him upset or being combative.
How did he end up shot dead by his girlfriend's father, John Tabor? Today, DJ's mother and aunt had the chance to address him before he learned his sentence.
He loved everybody. He tried to help everybody, even you.
Tabor responded with an apology.
I'm sorry I took him. That was never my intent. I'm sorry to family. I'm sorry to my family.
A judge sentenced him to 20 years in prison for the murder, but for DJ's family, it's not enough.
This man just took my brother's whole life from him, and he got 20 years.
Tabor's sister, Natalie Morgan, says she thinks his sentence is too harsh. She believes he's truly sorry.
I know he is. He loved those grandchildren for one thing, and now he's going to be taken away from them.
Bixler's family now feels a small sense of peace.
I feel justice has been served, but at the same time, I feel like he should have gotten more than 20 years.
But they say the pain they feel over the loss of DJ will never leave. Covering the news in Frankfort, Catherine Collins, LEX 18 News.
A Madison County man and his brother have been arrested because police say one allowed the other to punish his 4-year-old with a shock collar. 35-year-old Luke Sampson and 42-year-old Theodore Sampson were arrested yesterday in Berea. According to a Madison County Sheriff's Office report, Luke allowed Theodore to put a dog shock collar on the child when the child misbehaved. Both men are charged with criminal abuse. There's no word about any injuries the child suffered. A campus public safety alert was issued at Berea College earlier this week after some suspicious men were spotted trying to get into 2 buildings. According to college officials, police were called early Wednesday morning when 2 men tried to go through the front door of Bingham Hall and a side door of Dana Hall. The men were already gone by the time police and campus safety arrived. Officials say they've since been identified and banned from campus.
So I don't know what they would have done if they had actually succeeded in getting into the dorm. So if I knew more about that, I mean, it would still probably be scary. Like, what could their intentions possibly be for trying to break into a dorm at 2 a.m. in the morning?
College officials say security mechanisms in place prevented the two men from gaining access to the buildings. A stunning announcement from the Catholic Diocese in Owensboro. Father Ed Bradley, who's been the chaplain under Rick Pitino's UK and U of L teams, has been temporarily suspended. The diocese made the move after the report of sexual abuse of a minor earlier this week, dating back to the 1980s while he was a principal at Owensboro Catholic High School. Father Bradley is currently a volunteer chaplain at that same high school. State officials are defending their response to Kentucky's deadly hepatitis A outbreak, saying one prominent newspaper is skewing the facts. We'll have their response in Frankfurt next when LEX 18 News at 6 returns.